We're at a place called Dowth, which is another one of these Neolithic mounds, and this one again is 5,000 years old. This is in an area called the Brúna Báine, the Bend of the Boyne. It's in the Boyne Valley, and we're going to take a walk around and give you a few explanations. So there's the hill itself, or the mound itself. This is actually, there's a few legends to this one. The one that I like the most is, we mentioned him before, a guy called Cuchulainn. This particular monument has some of the largest stones. Now here you can see one. This one is called the Stone of the Seven Suns, because there's actually seven suns or sun type symbols carved into the rock. And the myth has it here that the king of Ireland and his sister commandeered all the men of Ireland together for a day to build this mound. And so they all came here, and what the king and his sister did is they stopped the sun from moving in the sky, and so there was eternal day. And the men of Ireland realized that they'd been tricked by the king. You can't really see the cobblestones or the stones around here, but this one faces to the west, and there's also a south passage. And I keep calling them passage tombs, but I don't know, they had ceremonial cremations here, but they weren't full buried, they weren't exactly tombs as such. And I think they were used basically as ceremonial sites. And again, there's always the connection with the movement, the alignment of the stars and the sun and the moon. And this one here, you can't get into it. You can get into the one in Newgrange, and you can go into the one in Dowth. And this was the legendary birthplace of Cuchulainn. The thing about the story about Cuchulainn is he was an Ulsterman, and it's one of the few legends that unites Ireland. Now there's the entrance there. Unfortunately, as I say, it seems to be locked, and I think that would be the west end. I don't know if they had one of these box windows where the sun would come into this one now, but let's see if you can see anything. This must be the south facing passage, and it'll have a gate that'll be locked in it as well. And yeah, there you go. And I'd love to be able to get in, but you can't. John Boyle O'Reilly Memorial. It says he was born in 28th of June 1844, and died at Hull near Boston, Massachusetts in the USA on the 10th of August 1890. And he was absolutely one of the great Irishmen. He joined the British Army. He was an officer in the British Army, and his main purpose was to convert officers to Fenianism, and they were trying to get home rule, or to become independent from Britain. I'll give you a good look at him there. And he was caught, and he was also sentenced to death, and he was reprieved and put on a ship and sent to Australia. And he was put in a jail and managed to break out after, I think, about 6 months. He broke out, two or three of them broke out, and he jumped on an American whaler and went to America. And what he did was he got a troop of about 25 men, armed men, and they sailed back to Australia. And he went out and he stormed the prison and broke out all his friends and freed all his friends. So the reason I'm saying this, with friends like that, that's the sort of friends you want to have. Somebody's going to do that for you. You know, he was free, and he later he started a newspaper and became one of the fathers of the anti-slavery movement. And as far as I know, he had a state funeral, and it was every bit as big as Lincoln's state funeral, if not bigger. Regarded himself as American and Irish, and you know, so this would be the church. It's all fallen through where probably he would have gone to mass, and there's an old graveyard. So there's there's Dowth behind it. So it looks as though they're reconstructing the castle and the big house where John Boyle O'Reilly was born. And for me, I mean, the connection between John Boyle O'Reilly and Cuchulainn is, you know, the two Irish heroes. And so there you have it, the story of John Boyle O'Reilly. If you get a chance, look him up on the internet. I'm sure there's lots of information about him. And as I say, he's one of the unsung poetic warriors of Ireland. And you know, his poems are just, he's in the same vein as Walt Whitman. You might know him, another famous American seer.
Only from day to day the life of a wise man runs. What matters if seasons far away, of gloom and of double suns? To climb the unreal path, we stray from the roadway here. We swim the rivers of wrath, we tunnel the hills of fear. Our feet on the torrent's brink, our eyes on the clouds afar. We fear the things we think instead of the things that are.